What's up, y'all? We're back again for another video. So, if you clicked on this video and you're clicking away within the first 10, 30 seconds, a minute, why did you even click on this video? You see the title? We're talking about love and respect. If you really want to understand more about love and respect, I suggest you stick around because I really do believe you'll get something out of this. Because it's necessary, and a lot of us, we've been really avoiding one or the other in a lot of ways, but we need this in order for us to balance the masculine and the feminine in a lot of ways. Love and respect. This is a big message. I could barely work on my projects last night because I was getting downloads left and right and left and right and left and right. And yeah, so the ancestors are here with me today. They've been really supportive, helping me to ground this energy so I can get this message out to y'all, because there's a lot, and it's a very delicate subject because anytime we're talking about this kind of stuff, it's pretty delicate. So you have to watch your words because I don't want to send people down the wrong path or kind of get them to think about things in a way that it's not what it is. So I have to be careful too with how I word things. So y'all, please bear with me. And give me a little grace, and if there's anything that I notice that is off, I'll go back and correct it later in the description. So this one is going to be a lot more for the ladies. I know love and respect is about to both the male and the female, the feminine, the masculine and feminine, but I feel really called to speak to the ladies on this one today, and I felt like the feminine energy is really wanting me to let y'all know this. So hey, don't be mad at me, I'm just messenger. But here's the thing, I gotta channel some of my feminine energy on this, because ladies, y'all know how y'all communicate, and y'all aren't gonna listen to me if I'm like, hey ladies, like it's great that y'all love everyone, but hey, like we need y'all to respect the men. Like y'all aren't gonna listen to that. Y'all really need, hey, wake up. You want love, you need respect. If you want love, you need respect. You have to respect him. You have to respect him. If you want love from him, you have to respect him. You have to give him respect. Come on, the part of the lack of respect is the divine masculine not being present. And in a lot of ways, that's what's going on in the world. The divine masculine hasn't been present, and the women are attacking the men because they're expecting them to know this already, but men have been attacking men too. Men are also subjected to toxic masculinity, not just women. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not just y'all suffering in silence. Men are suffering in silence too. Like, the toxic masculinity is also, killing men. Even on the black side of things, like in slavery, right? Toxic masculinity. My forefathers were raped and mutilated and hung from trees, and had their women stolen from them right in front of their face, raped in front of their face, suffering for eons, for ages, for generations, toiling away in this field, in the heat, and all so that he can hopefully carry his seed going forward. Hopefully have it work out later on. Take a moment, tap into your roots, tap into your ancestors, tap into the people that were here before you, the people who had it harder than you. Tap into them, ladies, men, tap into them. If you have a lack of respect, you need to tap into your ancestors, because there's a part of you that doesn't know who you are. Because if you did, you would respect yourself. And it's okay if you don't know who you are. We are all remembering who we are. But there's an aspect of not understanding who you are that is that lack of respect. The respect is the understanding the sacred and wanting to protect the sacred. That is where the respect comes from, because the divine masculine had to respect the divine feminine in order for her to open up to him, in order for him to get to his divine masculine. He had to respect her. She has to respect him in return. He has to respect her, right? She makes him bend the knee. He has to bend the knee for her. That is one of the ultimate signs of respect, is bending the knee. That's why we pray. We get on our knees and pray to God. But he gets on his knees to propose to her. because he's letting her know that, hey, I'm laying my life down for you. This ring is my promise to you to let you know I'm going to be here for the rest of my life. And the feminine energy that you are, even though the feminine energy is everything, he is focusing on you just like as you are focusing on him. And there's a lot of energy, sexual energy that we all have within us that a part of us has to put into that one person whenever we become married, whenever we commit to that person. That same energy that's used to access a lot of ourselves and the rest of the world has to go into that one person. And a lot of us feel like, you know, we are entitled to our desires. We're entitled to being able to have not just the man, but also having, you know, a lot of, you know, the feminine energy, you know, it's a control, not even feminine, masculine, but there's the lack of love is control, right? Like, not the lack of love, but, you know, there's a difference. There's a thin line between love and control. And that's a whole video. I'm gonna make a video actually about that, because that's a whole thing we got to get over. But this is about love and respect. This is the masculine and the feminine. The feminine being the love and the masculine being the respect. If you don't respect your mother, if you don't respect your father, oh, he will strike your ass down. Ladies, you want the crown? Okay. Well, you think you can get the crown with just love? You think you can just get the crown with love? Little girl, keep reaching. Keep reaching. Keep reaching. Keep telling yourself that. Keep telling yourself that all you need to do is love and you will get the crown. Because love without respect makes room for lust. If you don't love yourself, if you don't love the other one that's with you, it's not love. It's not true love. It's not divine love. You have to respect. That's why when you look at these people in indigenous countries and people that are going without, and people are like, why are they so happy? We got all this stuff and we're unhappy. And they barely have anything and they are. It's the love. Love is not the control of things. It's not controlling things. It's being in rhythm with it. It's allowing yourself to flow with it and appreciating the flow in itself, appreciating the process. So it's just about being present. The divine masculine, the divine feminine, being present with one another, and that's all that they need in order for them to find happiness, because that's really all you need. You don't need all this extra stuff, you know what I'm saying? But we live in a world of convenience. We live in a world of social media. We live in a world with Love Island. We live in a world with all this stuff where it's not about respect, it's about convenience. It's not about respecting time. All good things come with time. That's the respect side of it. That's the respect side of it. Father time, right? The masculine. You need time for things to grow. You won't respect life if you can just grow it in a test tube. You know what I'm saying? Like, and mass produce it. You won't respect it. It won't be the same. That's why life is to be respected, because it is sacred. He is the one reminding you about your being sacred. You're the sacred nature that is within you. And if you don't understand how to respect the crown, then you're not gonna get that ring, girl. You want that tiara? You want that tiara? You want that? You see these other women wearing the crown, and you want to take that crown from them. You want to take them down. That's the toxic masculinity that's in you. You got to correct that. We all got to correct the toxic masculinity that's within us. The scarcity mindset, the lie that there's not enough for everyone out here. Look at this. Look at who she is. You know, if you don't remember who she is, you don't remember that she's been providing for you since you came out the womb, her womb. You don't remember that. You don't respect her. Toxic masculinity. Ladies, y'all have it in you too, but it's karmic. It comes from the lack of that masculine, the divine masculine, being present. It comes from that. You have to respect the man. You want 6'6", you want 6 inches, you want him to be over 6 feet tall, you want him to have 6 figures. You want his crown, but you don't want to respect it. You don't want to put the time in to respect him. You don't want to put the energy in to respect who he is, because you feel like you get more. You think you are more without respecting him. Do you think that? And I know some girls probably already clicked away. Some of the ladies, not the women though. You know, I think some of the girls still got to figure it out. But this is for all of us. And I'm going to be talking to the men too. We're going to be talking about the men too. But ladies, y'all's the ancestors, the feminine ancestors were talking to me last night, and they were telling me to tell y'all this. because we need to respect the divine masculine. The toxic masculinity is attacking the divine masculine, not just through other men, but through women too. The lack of that respect. Like I said, it makes room for lust. Love without that respect makes room for lust. If you don't respect yourself, if you don't respect the other person, that's why we have like pornography, and that's why we have all this stuff, because people want love, but they don't want respect. People want to fill that void, and they want to feel that union, but they don't want that respect. They want to feel, you know what I'm saying? They want to feel connected, but they don't want that respect. They don't want to put the time in. You know what I'm saying? And women, y'all know respect. Y'all want men to respect you. RESPECT. Find out what it means to me. Better figure it out. Because if you don't respect him, you don't respect yourself. He is your protector. Just like when you look at the black man in the world, right? A lot of times the black man in the world is looked down upon. He is seen as bad. He's seen as evil. It's quick to paint the picture that he's the one that's wrong in the picture. You know, when you see the news stories, people automatically, right when you see the face of a black man, they automatically will intrinsically think that he was the one that did it. And it's sad. And it's a part of how that divine masculinity is approached by toxic masculinity in the world. Toxic masculinity wants to imprint that fear onto them and be like, ooh, you're wrong, you're bad. All men are bad. All men are dumb. All men. Girl, if you don't know that man is a supercomputer, if you don't know his brain is a damn supercomputer, if you don't know he's able to figure stuff out, y'all think he's just simple. A lot of women think he's just simple because he's not on your frequency. He's not going to be like, hey girl, what did I do today? What was your day today? Oh, dang girl, da 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 da. I'm talking about masculine and feminine. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of women, you want this from your man, but you don't. You want him to be a female, but it's like to a degree. But at the same time, like you got to respect the masculine. And I'm gonna break this down some more. Like you want him to meet you at your level, but you don't want to meet him at his level, and vice versa. You know, the man will want the woman to meet him at his level, but he won't meet her at her level. And it takes a balance of both. But we're doing that on the inside internally with ourselves. We respect ourselves, but it's harder for us to respect other people, right? It's harder for us to love other people sometimes. And it's vice versa. Sometimes people have respect and love for other people, but they don't have it for themselves. And that's where these imbalances come through a lot of ways. So it's about love and respect, right? Love and respect. The divine mother and the divine father. You have to be taught respect, right? Just like how you have to be taught how to love properly. You have to be taught how to respect properly. A lot of the camaraderie between women are like, yo, why is he so lively with his male friends and not with me? Why is he so shut off with me? There's a respect that men have in that camaraderie, that brotherhood. There is respect between one another. We don't thrive on love. We don't necessarily need love. You don't need love for the crown. You have to respect the crown. It's not about loving the crown. You don't always have to love the crown. You know what I'm saying? But you have to respect it. You have to respect the divine order of things, because the divine order of things is for our best benefit. If you don't respect the crown, you are playing the role of Satan. You are playing the role of the devil, because God, him being your heavenly father, if you're going against what he's trying to do for you, you are Satan. You are the one biting the hand that feeds you. He's the one that's providing that. And I'm not saying, oh, all men are doing that. I'm talking about the divine masculine. You have to be able to see the divine masculine when he shows up at your door. Divine feminine, the divine woman in you that knows how the process is supposed to work, how you're supposed to attract the divine feminine, the divine masculine to you. When he shows up at your door, you got to learn how to respect that divine. You have to learn how to cultivate that love with respect. And you have to cultivate respect with love. It's a balance, you know what I'm saying? You have to teach him how to love, just like how he has to teach you how to respect. There's nothing wrong with it. But that camaraderie that the men have, it's because there's a respect there that doesn't necessarily need love. There is love, yeah, there's underlying love, but the respect is more valuable to a man because the world doesn't want to respect him. Just like I was talking about the black man, right? The black man, the world in a lot of ways, the world doesn't respect the black man, even though the black man has been here since the beginning of time. But it's like the lack of respect for ancestors, right? But the black woman, she sees the black man differently. The rest of the world sees the black man as, oh, he's bad, or he's evil, or he's this or that. But the black woman sees that same man as like, no, that's my son. I gave birth to him. Like she looks at this big black man as the protector, as her protector. You know what I'm saying? If anything, that's like, she looks at him like, ooh, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's like, oh, like, that's why a lot of women like the black man, because, you know, but he comes from a black womb. He comes from the black mother, you know what I'm saying? But that's like, when a lot of people don't get it, because they see that fear, or they see that like dignity that they carry themselves with, and they're like, you know, they don't understand that crown, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't have it for themselves. But there's a side of you that has to learn that respect, because just like the black woman respects the black man, because she knows that, like, that's her warrior. That man comes from her womb. That's her warrior. That big black sexy chocolate man, that big strong man, that's her. That came from her. That's her warrior. That's her man. You know what I'm saying? But the rest of the world wants to destroy that, because they're afraid of his crown. They're afraid of his crown, so they won't respect him, because they're trying to take his crown from him. Everybody's trying to take your crown from you. That's yours. That's your divine right, is to have that crown. But people that don't respect you want your crown. You know what I'm saying? They don't want your love. They want your crown. So you ladies, I need y'all to pick up your crown. I need you to dust it off. I need you to hold your head high. I need you to respect yourselves, because once you respect yourselves, that's when you're able to only allow space for that divine masculine to come along, because God's going to set us up. God's already working, you know what I'm saying? God's already working. But if you don't respect yourself, how are they going to align you with somebody else that does? You know what I'm saying? How are they going to align you with somebody that does respect you? There's love and control. There's a thin line between love and control, right? But you need love and respect, right? Like, and there's a respect and disrespect, just like how there's love and control, right? Like, you know, there's abuse too, right? A lot of women, they look at the divine masculine, and they're like, they don't know how to tell the difference between toxic masculinity and divine masculinity. They will look at a divine man and apply all the hurt from the toxic masculine past and put it on that divine man, like he's the one that did it. Like, all men are the same way. All men are bad. All men, you know, a man hurt me. Yeah, there are men that are tormentors, and there are men that are mentors, but the divine feminine in you does not know the divine feminine knows how to tell the difference. That toxic masculinity in you doesn't know the difference, because it hasn't found that divine masculine within itself first. That's why the masculine energy operates off of respect. When you look at the military and you look at different systems of rank, that's the ranking system, right? It's a respect system. There is a system to respect, just like there is a system to love. But you have to understand that. You have to understand that if you want to receive respect, you have to give respect, right? In order to give respect, you have to know respect. In order to know respect, you need the ancestors. You need the children. If you don't know how to respect, you need to tap into your ancestors. You need to see what they did. You need to see how hard they had it first, because if you can, you'll understand that it took both the masculine and the feminine for your little ass to be here. And I'm talking to y'all as like the little version of y'all. I love y'all. I know we're already divine, and we're just like coming back to it. But like, y'all women, y'all need y'all need that Adam's apple, you know? You need that respect. You need that authority. There's a part of that where he teaches that. He shows you how to respect yourself. And the divine masculine hasn't been present so much in this world. And so there's a lack of respect that we have for ourselves. And so we're looking for just love without respect. It's the whole world is trying to sell you on love, but they're not selling you on respect. They're not telling you, hey, this is what you need to put in your body that's going to make your body last longer. This is what you need. Like, the world does not want you to respect yourself. It wants you to destroy yourself. It wants you to, at least this, the toxic masculine world. Like, it wants you to, it doesn't want you to respect yourself. If anything, you get paid more for you not respecting yourself. So we got all these OnlyFans and da-da-da-da, and, you know, people are doing their own thing or whatever, but there's an aspect of respect and love and knowing the difference. And some people can use love without respect, and it's manipulative. It's manipulative because you think that you can control something without without giving something back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want something from something, but you don't want to honor that source of love, right? So if you don't honor that source of love, respect comes from honoring the sacred, right? Like I said, the ancestors, you have to honor the sacred to understand respect. The divine masculine learns respect from the divine feminine. He is taught it from other divine men, but in order for him to truly learn respect, he has to learn how to respect her. In order for the divine feminine to open up, for more life to open up, he has to learn how to respect life. In order to love life, you have to respect it. You have to respect life in order to love it. If you don't respect the love that you have, it will not last long. You need that respect to further keep that going, to keep charging that up. That's respect is a bond too, you know? Respect is a bond. And we have to respect one another and ourselves. Let me see, there's another thing I was gonna add to this message. Yeah, ladies, you can't have the crown with just love. You can't have the crown with just love. You want that ring? You want that diamond? You want that man to die for you? You better respect him. You better respect him. Pain is a great teacher of respect. That's why when people say, you know, you don't know what you have until it's gone, there's an aspect of respect, of being present and with that respect, having that gratitude, having that love and that respect at the same time, and being able to have gratitude for those that are here and those that have provided for us. Ladies, don't you know the house that you're in, the car that you're driving, that AC, that the comfort that you are afforded in life comes from the male sacrifice, that male mind trying to provide for you? Men, we are simple. We don't even nurture ourselves. We'd still be cavemen. You know what I'm saying? Like, we still be cavemen. Like, the women, the feminine aspect of us, which is what causes us to grow, what causes us to be like, oh, okay, like, there's actually more to do here. So you have to respect one another. You have to respect one another. A lot of women don't respect the man's mind because they'll think, oh, I'm all of this, and he's very singular. He's very surface level. Like, he's not thinking. He's not present. No. You don't realize his brain is a supercomputer. His mind is a supercomputer just like yours. You hand that man a manual, he's going to put it together. He's going to figure it out. He's going to do it. He's going to put it together. But he needs those instructions, right? He has to follow instructions. The man, the masculine energy, the logistical side of him is to discover you, is to find you, is to go out and find you without having any like hints to a degree. Like the man is supposed to be able to go out in the wilderness and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And a part of that comes with the logic side of him, piecing it together, because that's how she communicates. She allows him to be like, this is what this does. That's what that does. Okay, cool. Okay, how do I put this together? Da. Okay, well, if that doesn't work and this works, okay, if I do this and this, like, it's structured. It's structured. That's how we have structures. He's a builder, you know what I'm saying? He builds off of what he knows. He builds off his knowledge, which comes from a place almost of nothing. Damn, the ancestors are out. They're really supporting this message. Thank y'all for helping me ground me on this message, because we all need this. We all need this. The ancestors teach us about respect in love, but respect is the thread that goes beyond love. You know what I'm saying? Respect goes beyond just the one and the other, like the one-to-one. Respect just like God. You know what I'm saying? You have to respect God. even if you don't love him, you got to respect him. You're going to have to, you're going to have to respect him. You're going to have to respect Mother Nature. I don't care if you love the tornado or not, you're going to have to get out the way. There's an aspect of it that you have to understand, that if you don't have that respect, you're going to be taught respect, and it comes through pain in a lot of ways. And, not all pain is, directly correlated to respect, but respect does teach you, pain does teach you about respect. And how to respect one another. Let's see. If you want him to bend the knee, if you want him to show you respect, you have to respect him. If that man bends the knee for you and he decides, hey, I'm no longer looking at any other woman, and if anytime I have a thought about a woman, it is no longer something that serves me. It is now disgracing our union. And it's a hard place for man and women to be in that place where they feel like a part of them is cut off for the rest of their lives. Like, dang, if I didn't already do that before I entered this agreement, I'm never going to be able to access that again. Like, there's a part of me that's dead now. And a lot of us feel that fear, like, oh, like I won't be recognized by the world anymore. I won't be appreciated. And they're looking for their partner to appreciate them, to respect them. But it goes both ways. It goes both ways. And ladies, here, if y'all listen to me this long, then you deserve this little message that I'm throwing, because it can be hard to receive this message. I'm sorry. I appreciate it. And I could probably take a little more time to slow down and allow it to be, but I have to kind of speak with this tone for the ladies to lock in with me, because I know y'all like that drama. Y'all like to hear that on TV. Y'all like all the fluctuations and all the little things and all the oh no he didn't, da da da, oh what, but it's cool. Y'all are fun. Y'all are cool like that. You know what I'm saying? But we can't be everything to another person, right? So like, I'm gonna kind of slow down my energy a little bit, because if the divine feminine, if y'all are still listening to this point, y'all are definitely trying to lock in, and y'all are definitely trying to elevate yourself. So at this point, I'm going to kind of ground a little bit more, because I feel like if you are listening to this point, then we are now able to kind of more so talk about how to access that man more that's not respecting you, or that you feel like is not receiving you, or you that you have found respect for yet. So same thing with men, right? This energy, but when you find that respect and when you find that love, there's a peace that is there, and there's an unsaid bond that is strengthened when you have that respect for one another. Just like when people, distance makes the heart grow fonder, right? Like, you have more of a respect for that person's presence in your life. Love is one side of it, right? Love is the waking up every day and being next to each other and being in that union, right? But there is a part of it where being away from each other allows you to appreciate more of that space that y'all cultivate. If you're just you and y'all two all the time, all over on top of each other and one another, you may not respect each other's space as much. You may not respect each other as much. It takes having a bit of both, you know what I'm saying? The kind of coming back and going forth, but in a positive way, not in a toxic way. So like, ladies, I'm sorry, us men, some men, we can channel that feminine energy, but it's not men's job to be your girlfriend. He's not there to sit on the couch with you and watch all your shows. And it's not your job to watch the game with him and hang out with the boys. You know what I'm saying? But there is a part where you can kind of find a little bit of a balance between the two. And you have to remind yourself to be playful. You have to remind yourself to be gentle, right? Ladies, y'all are really good at being nurturing and being caregiving. And that toxic masculinity that doesn't know how to respect, that's in you, is what you have to extinguish. We all have to extinguish it. Nature is trying to extinguish it all the time. She's working hard. The divine masculine is trying to extinguish that too. But, we have to extinguish it within ourselves. There's a lot of karmic stuff we got going on. And there's toxic femininity too. You know, that's when the nurturing side becomes, it's over nurturing, and it's not allowing room for growth, because it's like it's smothering something. It's not allowing it to expand. You know what I'm saying? It's wanting to control what it has, and that's, you know, it's natural. It's a part of it, but it's also a part of letting go. You know what I'm saying? It's also about respecting other journeys too. You know what I'm saying? So here's the thing, ladies, connect with your other ladies. That's why we have brothers and sisters. You know, connect with some ladies. If you don't have ladies around you that are on your frequency, pray, ask God, ask the Divine Mother, ask them to send people your way to help bring some peace to your heart, that are going to be in the same place as you, that are going to be in the similar spaces as you, that are thinking in similar places as you, because that camaraderie that you have with those friends is going to make your life so much cooler, and it's going to take a lot of pressure off your partner to be everything that you need in life, and allow them to be in their presence too, without having to, you know, extend themselves to try to match your frequency, because we do have different frequencies, and it's okay. It's okay. Same thing for the masculine, right? We do have to allow ourselves to not expect the woman to be interested in everything you're doing, or be, you know, or care so much about what you're doing. Yeah, she has to respect what you're doing, but it's not really her job to you know all the details of what you do and how you do it, you know. But, you know, if she's interested, if y'all share similar interests, then that's cool. But, you know, sometimes it doesn't always work out that way. And we have to be able to give each other the grace to be different, especially if there's a union that already works. You know what I'm saying? It's like psychological more so is what we're looking for in those things, when we're looking for that kind of relief from having that energy to kind of reflect your own or match your energy. You know, that's why the men are able to hang out with each other and laugh and stuff, because men, like, the guidance is kind of going back and forth between serious and joking, right? You know, the comedians, right, and being serious. It's kind of this balance between the two of, you know, like fucking with somebody or like joking with them, and kind of, you know, that's kind of like how that masculine energy plays a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, you know, men, we know how to joke with one another. You know what I'm saying? We know how to take things serious and then also not take things too seriously. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how we play, you know. But there's a respect there, regardless. There is a respect there between one another. And once that respect has been cultivated enough between brothers or comrades, then it opens up the door for so much more of that inner boy to come out and to kind of play with other people. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you want to be in an environment that respects you, you know, before you decide to give up more of your vulnerable spaces, right? So if here's a way to help bring out things of that man, right? Like I said, a man has a supercomputer just like a woman does, right? Like, but he requires like instructions in a way, right? He's like figured it out. So ladies, if you get mad at a man because he's not doing what you are expecting him to do, you know what I'm saying? If there's something that y'all have agreed to, then that's one thing. But if it's something that hasn't actually been really truly agreed to, if you are coming to him with something and getting mad at him for doing something or not doing something that y'all haven't even talked about before, specifically, because that's how men work. We are like specific, right? You need to come to him with the specifics. You need to come to him correctly and not just be like, oh, okay, well, I feel this way and da-da-da-da, and you need to figure out how I feel. It's up to you to figure out how I feel. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't even balance out your own energy. So it's like, it's not really for him to figure out how you feel. It's him. Yes, in a way, yes, we are there to balance each other, one each other out. But you are also there to teach him to figure out how you feel. That is like the mysterious. You have to attract him to understanding that, right? In ways rather than just repelling him away from what you think he shouldn't be doing. You can't be like, hey, don't do this. I knew you weren't supposed to do this. Why are you doing this? Why, you know this makes me feel this way. Like, like some men just it's honest mistakes. You have to give grace for honest mistakes, because we all are balancing a lot of things. And yeah, Women, y'all are all able to multitask on things, but sometimes it's harder for y'all to lock in on one thing. And men, we can lock in on one thing and it's hard for us to multitask. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. We all know this. You know what I'm saying? We all know this. And it's a balance of the two. It's learning one another. You know what I'm saying? But like sometimes men, we just need that instruction. And sometimes we're slow to catch on. You know what I'm saying? And ladies, we just need y'all to be able to be patient and be playful. You know what I'm saying? So here's the thing: if y'all are still here right now, y'all are truly locked in with me. Y'all are truly locked in with me. Men too. Y'all are truly locked in with me. So I'm gonna give y'all one more nugget. Hopefully this is the last bit. If you want that man, if you want to connect with that man more, and you feel like, you know, that dog has forgot how to use his nose to find you, you know, to sense you, then you need to remind him what a nose is, what his nose is for. You need to remind him how to find you again, you know, but it's not about focusing on him not finding you. It's focusing on yourself and allowing yourself to explore more of like who you are in a way to where you can further embody what it is that you are. And eventually, you know, it won't happen, you know, in 1 day or 2 days. It might happen in a week. It depends on, you know, how fast they catch on. But you'll see him if you kind of add more to your style or change up your sense or change up your, you know, your looks. It's not about, oh, I'm changing up my look so he notices me. It's more about you exploring more of yourself in order for him to understand, in order for him to catch on. You know what I'm saying? It's not for him to notice. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he doesn't notice, don't be mad at him. Like, oh, you didn't see that I changed my nail color today. If you are specifically trying to change something in order for him to see, and if he doesn't see it, you're gonna be upset. Don't do that to him. Don't do that to him. Be more graceful. Have more maturity. Take the time and be patient. He might not catch on. He might catch on later. And if he does catch on, just be patient. You're like, oh yeah. Oh, this happened days ago. And he'd be like, oh, wow. And at that moment, you know, you don't have to be like, oh, like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, in that moment, he's going to think like, oh, snap, I'm slipping up. I should have said that. You know what I'm saying? Allow him to come to that conclusion himself. Don't force it down his throat that he didn't come to that conclusion. Because half the time he's thinking about it, but he's not saying it. You know what I'm saying? Women, y'all are more quicker to say it. Y'all are more in tune with communicating. He's more in tune with thinking and being up here sometimes, and he has to kind of get at it, being up here and being present and being, you know, a part of everything, right? So you have to allow him to kind of figure it out, because that's how he's gonna wire his brain to catch on quicker, rather than him being in a fear state where, like, if something, oh, what happened? What I do wrong? You know what I'm saying? He's always gonna be in this state of like being defensive. So you have to tap more into your femininity, tap more into you trying to guide him to using his nose more, to using his eyes more, to using his ears more. Change your tone of voice, broaden the range, become more of the everything, right? Change it up a little bit. Even if he doesn't catch on, just change it up, just for yourself, just to mix it up. You know what I'm saying? Explore more yourself. And eventually he'll catch on, slowly. Oh, is that a different tie you got on today? Oh, or what? Are those some different socks you got on? When did you get those? Oh, you know, I was just trying to do something different, you know, whatever, you know. But the whole time, you know, that, you know, you're rubbing off on him. And slowly but surely, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just remind him of what his nose is for. Remind him of what his eyes are for, you know. Remind him what life is for, you know what I'm saying? Remind him why he's doing this, why he's even dying for this in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Don't attack him for not figuring it out, because that's only going to drive him further away. That's only going to make him become more of the toxic masculine that doesn't appreciate the feminine, because the feminine is just picking at him, and he's like, wait, why do I even need this in my life? You know what I'm saying? So there's a respect there. And, you know, you have to respect yourself too. Don't just do things in order to expect somebody else to do it. And if they don't do it, you get upset. That's the control side that I'm talking about. That's control. That's not love. That's control. Love is allowing them to come to their conclusions, but you know where you're trying to lead them to is the right place, the correct place. But you have to do it in a loving way. And women, y'all know how to do that. Explore yourselves, love yourself, respect yourself. Pick up that crown. Pick up your crown. Woman, pick up your crown. You have an amazing crown, and you can do so much. You do it all. But don't you can't let that toxic masculinity of wanting to control, wanting to take out the mystery of it, being out of touch with the mystery of it, affect who you are, affect your feminine essence. Allow yourself to allow the energies to play out, allow time to kind of cultivate that, because the best things come with time. That's what respect teaches you. It's not about the convenience. The whole world wants to take out the respect. The whole world's trying to take out the divine masculine. The whole world wants you to not respect things. It wants to burn down the Amazon. It wants to take the oil out of the planet. And that's the toxic masculinity. Like you can't embody that. Women, we all have to get that out of your body too. I love y'all. If y'all are still watching this, it's 40 minutes long. Whoa, you're really trying to get this message, and you're really trying to balance out the energies. And I'm rooting for you. We're all rooting for you. And thank you for listening to this message. Whoever you are, wherever you are, however you are, whenever you are. Did I say that? Oh well. Thank you. Love y'all.